Alright guys, this is Admin Noivern with another Rivalock update, and the reason I haven't really made an update in a while is because I was sort of stuck, and I didn't want to update something because, well, I didn't want to make an update because, like, I didn't want to, I don't know how to explain this, like, we were behind, but then, Admin Sceptile was all like, okay, I'll give you guys your pokes, that way you don't have to wait, and you can get ready for the next battle, because we were waiting on Sableye and Ludicolo. So, alright, this is another match against Admin Nidoking, and tried to bring some more, like, lower tier pokes. So we brought Jellicent, Mega Pinsir, Escavalier, Darmanitan, Beartic, and Cobalion, and yep, I'm gonna start this up. So pretty much what happened was I was waiting and waiting, so then I got an Ariados, well, Spinarak at the time, and you know, I was not happy, but I didn't necessarily enjoy it. I'm fine with it because, I mean, I like its design quite a bit, but other than that, it's not very great. Ariados has a base 90 attack, and that's my most powerful Pokemon, so that's sort of, it's not that great in my opinion, but, so, went through, leveled that up, and got it to an Ariados, and then eventually I ended up battling Sableye, and pretty much swept his team using my Gligar and Murkrow, which were the only two I was able to use at the time because I lost my Larvesta, and he also lost his Chimchar, and so it was his Deerling and his Charmander, and I wasn't necessarily very happy about losing them, and losing Larvesta, but wasn't sad, because it evolves at 59, and that's really early game that I got it, so I was sort of like, I'm gonna sack it over my Murkrow, because my Murkrow is probably going to be more handy early on, and it's probably going to be able to live, unlike the Larvesta, like live overall, and when I battled, I U-turned out of his Deerling, swept right into my Murkrow, and his Deerling previously had used Leech Seed, which is faster than my Gligar, because I've got a negative speed nature. And that pretty much, like, screwed me over, sort of, with, I don't know how to put it necessarily. No, it didn't screw me over. What am I even talking about? I don't even know. I'm sorry. I'm really tired. I sort of just woke up, too. And, it really just, it was not necessarily, like, it was a pretty easy battle overall because my Murkrow with Brave Bird just outsped everything and just swept. So, after that, my, yeah, I just Brave Birded the Charmander, well, Charmeleon, I mean. Then I ended up waiting after the battle, and I was like, oh wait, I should probably challenge the gym, so that way I can end up battling Admin Sceptile. So I did that, and it seemed to have, like, worked out a bit, because beat Ramona or whatever his name is, and then I ended up challenging Sceptile, and led off with my Gligar. U-turned out on his Shiftry. That didn't do a whole lot, like not as much as I was hoping, and then sorry about about this. It was not nearly as great as I was hoping, and swapped into my Murkrow. I then Brave Birded the Shiftry because I outsped, and then out came his Cofagrigus, and I didn't have a Dark type move because I accidentally gave my Murkrow Fly before I beat the gym, thinking that I could use Fly still, and I was sort of stupid in doing that. And with that, his Cofagrigus came out, Will-O-Wisp, I paralyzed it so that way maybe I could make sure I don't get paralyzed or get hexed. And then I ended up making a really stupid play, and I used Fly instead of Brave Bird because I'm like, okay, so that way I don't take a hex. But he got paralyzed on the turn that I went up into the air, and yeah. So that sort of upsets me that, like, I made a stupid play. I might have been able to take it out sooner. Oh, and that Darmanitan's left with 1 HP, just so you know. Nidoking told me that. And yeah, this battle wasn't very great because I only have like 9 or 10 Pokemon I can use to make teams, so I'm sort of at a disadvantage at that. So I'm just gonna have to I'll just switch it to a different video if that's fine. Because I've still got quite a bit more to talk about. And let's just... Is this a free-for-all, or is this... No. Alright, I'll try to get a quick one. No. Sorry about all of this. Guess I'll just use this one. But pretty much, the Cofagrigus was super annoying with the Will-O-Wisp and stuff, so that sort of screwed me over big time. And then out came his Roselia. I really couldn't do much to that with my Ariados because it had extra sensory, and well, that sort of just in itself screws me over. And yeah, this is a battle from like February, so sorry about if it's bad gameplay and everything. It's just, yeah, this is from a long time ago, and pretty much that really cost me the game. And on top of that, wait, what am I... Oh yeah, it had extra sensory. I wasn't sure. I had Sucker Punch in my Ariados, which probably would have helped me out. But it might not have O-Code, which is pretty much all that I needed it to do. I was going to use... I completely didn't even realize it got extra sensory, so I never go against Roserades. And I used my... fuck, I'm so sorry guys, I can't think right now. I'm just, my Gligar can't do anything to the Roserade because it's not fast enough, and if I had my Murkrow I would have been able to KO that, and then he still had his Trevenant left, and that would have been able to wall me pretty much for days anyways. And then, I don't know really what else to say. So yeah, I got 2-0'd because I'm not sure if it's because I used Fly or not, so it all depends, I guess. Thanks. I'll just keep this battle going and I'll try and talk about some other stuff. It's got 3 turns left, so it shouldn't be too much. And so I used I'm trying to think, I'm sorry. My Ariados, his name is Vinoblade, I completely forgot to mention that. Sorry, I should have mentioned that earlier. And I looked up on Bulbapedia stuff like with Spinarak, what level it learns, Sucker Punch and Sticky Web, and I found what the shiny of Spinarak looks like, and it looks so cool. It's probably one of the coolest shiny Pokemon in my opinion, and shiny Ariados looks pretty cool too, but I'm not sure if I like normal Ariados more than shiny Ariados or not, so I don't know, it's all opinion too. Spinarak though I definitely think is one of the coolest shinies. So hope I can do these more often. It's just I don't want to make an update that's like really short and complete garbage. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and everything, and hope that this goes well and the rest of the Rivalok goes well. So I'll see you guys later.